Okay, guys, just make sure you are all. Way to go, Miss Newman. I think you unmuted us. Make sure you guys stay muted unless you have questions. We are starting at 1 o'clock. So make sure if you don't have paper and pencil, something at all to take notes, you go get that now because you will be turning in your notes. Do you hear me, Manny?
Yeah, be muted.
No, go get paper, pencil. You have to take notes, dude.
I need you guys to also sign in with your first and last names because we're going to be taking attendance during this session.
Say hi behind you, Miss Newman.
My biggest child. My biggest child.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Is that Miss Sharkey?
No.
Hello.
Okay, gang, remember I need your first and your last name on here so we can make sure that you get some credit for this.
Miss Newman?
Yes.
Hi, this is Mrs. Fields. Cooper is here.
Okay,
I just can't figure out how to put his first name on there.
that's fine. I got you.
Awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Hi, Cooper.
My first name's already up there, yet I don't know how to put in my last name.
Okay, so what's your name?
My last name's Aniat.
Oh, okay.
You guys can also put it in the chat. I get a printout of the entire chat. So if you want to make sure you're definitely there, go ahead and sign in on the chat and just say who you are.
Okay.
Just put your name.
I hear her.
You could have saved me writer's cramp with that, Sharky.
I just learned it.
Uh-huh.
There.
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear?
Yep, I can hear everything. Can you put it on? And it's not gonna come out. Okay.
Here, don't forget, we'll be starting about 1:05 to give us enough time to get everybody in.
Looks like we're getting a good turnout there, Sharky.
I know.
Matt Foster, is that you out there? Okay, gotcha.
Yes, I love it.
Morgan, hi. Sorry, can't hear you.
I miss your face, that's what I said.
Okay, I can hear you. I think.
Well, nobody's talking.
Here's the newest member of the Newman family.
Oh, wait, come on, I can't see.
Aw.
Come.
A little up,
A
What?
lot there, a little bit more.
little more.
Angle your phone a little bit.
What?
Angle your phone, because all we see is a glare.
Better?
Cute. Not really, but cute.
Hey, Morgan, miss ya.
I miss you too. Yeah, I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Morgan.
Miss Renee. Hi, Miss Renee.
Hi, how are you?
All right, I've got Joseph Poor out there, and then I've got another Joseph with no last name.
Hey, everyone. Not really kind of sleepy. Oh, you don't want unclick it and it opens up your microphone and then they can hear.
Got Joseph Kelly, Joseph Poor, and then a Joseph with no last name.
And a Joseph V too.
Yeah, whoever Joseph is, we need to know your last name.
How many Josephs are in here?
4.
Poor. Yeah.
Man, a lot of kids have the same name in the school. Except me. There's only 2 Nadias.
Is that enough?
Oh, it's Gambino.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, like I said, we're going to give it a few more minutes because we still have people coming on in. Somebody's name is iPhone. We need you to either put in the messenger who you are or change your name on the screen.
Levi's iPhone is fine.
No, somebody's name is only iPhone.
I know, I was just trying to tell him that he was okay.
Oh. Okay, whoever is the 1/3 Satan, you got to kind of change your name.
Sharky, do you know who Cameron's iPhone would be? Is that one of yours, Cameron?
Could be.
Hi,
Cameron,
Mr. Norris.
type in which Cameron you are. Kaden, you got to type in either your last name, last initial, something, so we can help you. The person that is guest, can you put in the messenger who you are? Okay, we got Gia. Is
This
iPhone.
Gia.
Gia, which
No.
one? Okay, the Cameron's my Cameron.
Okay. Hi, Sky.
We'll be starting in a couple minutes, guys. Don't forget, get yourself some paper and pencil because all you're going to have to turn in is the notes.
Yes, Joseph, your name shows up. You're good.
Gia, are you my Gia?
It must be. I don't have one. I thought you had two Gias, but you have a Gia and a Mia.
Yeah, I have a couple Gias, but they're in algebra. Yes, it is my Gia.
Logan. Hey, Ashley.
Hi.
Bad baby.
I hear an awful cute kid in the background.
Guys, you cannot take a picture of this because of the fact that I am not sharing the Zoom. This is only for students that attend,
That what?
the meeting.
Ah. Oh, and Miss.
Oops.
Excuse me, Miss Sharkey.
Yeah?
I have a question. How come we can't see you?
Because my screen's going to be shared, so you're not going to see me at all.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the Let It Go thing's looking smexy.
Is that your response to everything that looks good, Morgan?
Yep. I have no regrets.
Of course
Like
not.
your hair, Morgan. It's pretty with that blue streak.
And are you wearing eyeshadow?
Let's see.
Hi, Miss Sharkey. I just want to let you know I'm here to interpret for Kaya today.
Awesome. Oh, Caitlin, okay. Kailyn.
Are you writing these down same time I am, Shark?
No, I was changing her name because she didn't put her name in.
All right. For those of you that just joined recently, you need to get out some paper and pencil to take notes.
All right. So I want to start with screen sharing. All right, so this is the beginning of the worksheet. Okay, so the first thing we need you all to have written down is all of the planets and their distance from the sun. I think we're almost at 70 people in here right now. Poor Miss Newman probably has writer's
I
cramp.
think so. I do. I finally figured out how to pull up a list instead of trying to catch them as their pictures went by or as they went in the chat.
Oh, here comes more. So the most we can have in here, guys, is 100, if you were wondering, because we're getting there.
We have an Anna, a Bree, and a Caden. I think Caden, we got his name, but Anna and Bree, we need to know your last name. You can just put it in the chat.
This is math, Mia. I know some people are texting that because so many people were trying to get in at once, they're having a hard time getting in.
All righty. Hi, Jenna. I'm so proud of y'all for showing up today. This is awesome.
Okay, so for those of you that just came in, make sure that you have this table written down to start. And then we're going to be filling it in. Then we just have to cover parts 3, and that will be it, because part 2 is done on this table.
Bree Benaquisto, is that you? Carly, I need a last name.
That might be my Carly.
I don't have one.
Yep, that's mine. All right. Does anybody need more time to finish writing down that table before we get going?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
Those of you that ask for more time, just let me know when you're done, because that's when we're going to go on.
Done.
Okay. We just have a couple more.
Not done yet.
It's okay. Don't stress it.
You have a Jackson in here, and I don't know your last name. I know we've got a few Jacksons on team on 8th grade.
And there's an Alyssa just now coming in, Miss Newman.
Jackson Terhune. Thank you, Jackson.
Okay,
Oh, that's
I'm good.
my Jackson.
Years ago, on April 15th,
Kenzie, yes, just put your last name, just type it. All right. So I know there's an Alyssa that just came in. And you're just going to have to catch up with us, darling. All right. So the very first thing is that, let's make sure I can still type on this. Yes. So we're going to convert all of these distances into a scientific notation. So the very first thing you guys need to understand with scientific notation is that the number that you first have cannot be 10 or greater. So I'm going to put my decimal, and we're looking at Mercury to start, right after the first digit, like that. Then I just write until I'm out of numbers that do not include a 0. So I'm going to ignore those last 3 zeros is basically what's going on. Then I will always put the time sign, unlike everything we've been teaching you in math lately about using a dot instead of times. We actually use it here. Then you put your 10. Now, when you guys type on the computer and stuff, unfortunately, it doesn't let us do an exponent very well. So there's a little caret that's above the 6. What that tells you is that I'm going to be using an exponent. So you see this a lot on the computer, and that's okay. It just tells me it's 10 to the something power. Now, I am going from a big number to basically what looks like a small number. So I am going to have a positive exponent. Because think about it. A decimal, if I had 5.7, I multiply it by 10 to get 57. So the whole idea of having a positive exponent is because of that. So now I look at how many places do I move the decimal. So if my decimal starts right here to the right of that 0, I am going to count how many places I have to move it to the left to get in between that 5 and 7. So I go from here, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that right there, honestly, is your exponent. Oops. 10 to the 7th power. So that is my final distance in scientific notation. Let me do Venus for you, and then I'm going to have you try Earth on your own, and we'll go over it, and we'll keep doing that until we're done. So again, I find the first number on the left. I write that number down. I put my decimal, and I write any numbers left to the right of it until I run out of numbers besides my zeros. Then I put my X for times, because that's what we do with scientific notation. Always has a 10, and unless it's 10 to the first power, I'm going to have an exponent. So we're going to count again. I start to the right of the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I move that decimal to the left 8 places. So what that number is 1.082 times 10 to the 8th. Now I'm going to give you guys a minute to go ahead and try Earth. Too many, Gia. Remember, I'm going to right here in between the 1 and the 4. Miss Newman, is Matt F. Matt Foster?
Yes.
Okay. Good job, Patrick. Anna, just don't forget that 10. Oops, guys, make sure you're not writing on my screen. Okay, so let's take a look at it now. Remember I said I wanted the number dot to go in between the period, as soon as I can get it to click now. Hold on. Okay, so I want 1 point, and then now every number left over, 4, 9, 6, then my times, 10 to the, and then we count. 1, 2, 3. 3 makes it to the comma. 4, 5, 6 makes it to the next comma. 7, 8 makes it right to in between the 1 and the 4. So it's 10 to the 8th power. Okay, go ahead and try Mars.
Isn't that where you're from, Sharky?
You know it. I feel like it. You were close, guys. Make sure you notice that it's 10 to the 8th. You got it, Nadia. Awesome job, guys. I'm seeing some good stuff coming through in the chat. Keep it up. Good, good, good. I'm seeing lots of good answers. Good, good, good. So I'm seeing that a lot of you are getting it. So don't forget, you put the first number down, the decimal, and then 2794, and the rest are zeros, so I don't need them. Good job, Kaya. Times 10 to the, and then we count again. Now, some of you will get used to it where you can just go 3, 6, 7, 8. Some of you still need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does not matter which way you do it, just as long as you're understanding. Guys, be careful you're not writing on the screen. You do include the first number, Zathan. So see the 2 and then the decimal. I just always put the decimal right in between the first 2 numbers. Give you guys about another 30 seconds. Good, Ashley. You're right on this one again. We're noticing a pattern here. You do not go past that 2. You go to right where I'm putting the decimal point, Zathan. Okay? All right, so the next one, I go 7.784. Try again. Guys, stop with the writing on the screen. Otherwise, I will turn screen sharing off and you'll have to do it all by what I say. Times 10 to the, and I count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Go ahead and finish up the rest. I'm going to give you guys about a minute and a half to finish up the rest. Notice Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune got bigger. Watch it, Sky, because this one got bigger on Saturn. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish these up. So Saturn, I would still do the exact same thing I've been doing. You would do this with every type of scientific notation. I put the decimal right in between the 2 numbers. Ooh, you guys got this. Times 10 to the 9th power. Perfect. Okay, and then Uranus is 2.867 times 10 to the 9th power again. Glad you guys noticed. See, we went 3, 6, 9. Got it, Andrew. Perfect. Neptune. Perfect, Nadia. You got all of them. Now notice with Neptune, I still keep that 0 in between the 2 9s because it's part of the number. It's the zeros after that I don't have to worry about. Okay, times 10 to the 9th. You guys have done amazing. Does anybody have any questions on any of these? How we did them, anything?
Nope. I did good.
All right. Okay. Does anybody need more time to write any of these down? Okay. So let's see if I can get my screen to move. Oh, it's because I have that on. Oops. All right. So now we're going to start talking about part 3, and then actually we will be done. Yeah, Ariana, that's okay. Don't worry about it. So if a spacecraft was parked on Venus, so you guys should have wrote down Venus up here, and needed to make the flight to Jupiter, how far would it need to travel? Assume both planets are aligned with the sun and the same distance away from the sun. No, you don't need to write down the whole question because you guys have access to the worksheet. So we are going to look at, I lost my text.
Yes, this is for week 3. We're just getting you working ahead of time and doing this with you so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so we are going to talk about Venus, which was 7.784 to the, nope, times 10 to the 8th. And then you're going to subtract the 1.082 times 10, oops, my 2 didn't come out. I know I said it. 10 to the 8th power. So the first thing I have to check is my 10 powers identical? And they are. So that's just like pulling out a common factor. So then I'm going to have my equal sign, and I'm going to have my 10 to the 8th done. So now all I have to do is look at the numbers 7.784 and the 1.082 and subtract the 2 of them. There's nothing wrong with using a calculator because that's where we are in life, and you have one. Even those of you with just your phone, you know you have a calculator, and I'm not screaming at you to not use your phone. So you do 7.784 minus 1.082 equal sign, and I get 6.702. Oops, let me make
Yes,
text box bigger. Times, and then because I had the same 10 to the 8th power, it was as easy as that.
yes, Ashley, you can.
You guys, when we're done, you're going to go and you're going to turn this in right away. Lindy, what do you need me to slow down with? We're on to part 3 now. This is letter A. Yes, Cody, you write it down. Miss Moon, oh yeah, just take pictures of your notes and upload it.
How do you upload the pictures?
We can go over that at
Like,
the end.
Yeah, because I'm using a computer, so I don't know how you do that.
Do you have a camera on your computer?
Yeah, but I'm not really sure how you get to it.
Okay.
We can get to it with your dad.
Oh, okay. Never mind, I'll just figure it out with my dad then.
Okay. Oh, okay, Emily, it finally went through. The 7.784 that came from, oops, let me see if I can scroll mouse. The whole number is going to move with me. So you have Jupiter right here, which was 7.784 times 10 to the 8th, minus Venus. And that's where those numbers came from. Good, I'm glad, Jackson. Sometimes it's got some pros and cons. Are we ready to go on to letter B? All right. Miss Newman, a couple people just entered. Can you please make sure they get, we know who they were so that I can talk with them individually because they weren't in here for 90% of the lesson.
Okay, if you just entered, just write hi in the comments and I'll know that it's yours, that you are who you are.
Okay, so now Mercury, Venus, and Earth. Things like this, when I'm trying to do this problem, will make it so I just say I'm done. Mercury, Venus, and Earth are the 3 planets closest to their sun. Would their combined distances from the sun be less than the distance from the sun to Neptune? So I need to know what those 3 distances are. So if we have, let's see, Mercury, we said, let me go up above, Mercury, Venus, Earth. Mouse. Mercury is up here. So, well, this one's going to go away so that I can see. So, text. Okay, Mercury is the first one, 5.7909 times 10 to the 7th. Then we had, who's next? Venus, which is, next row, 1.082 times 10 to the 7th again. Then next is Mercury, Venus, Earth. Oh, next in a row. We have 1.496 times 10 to the 7th. 1.496 times 10 to the 7th. Yes, Ashley. Now, for these 3, in order to find out how much they are all together, I notice they are all 10 to the 7th. So if you look at this, for some of you, it might help. If you look at this vertically, I can't draw, well, actually I can draw a line. Whoops. So if I draw a line like this and I add them, I notice right away they all have the 10 to the 7th, so I'm good. So I'm going to add these 3 numbers. So the 5.7909 has one more number, so I have a 0 for everything else. Yes, you write everything down. This is question B. So I have 5.7909 plus 1.082 plus 1.496 equal sign. So then I have 8.3689 times 10 to the 7th. Now, it wants to know, is this distance greater than the sun to Neptune? So notice with the sun to Neptune that I had 10 to the 3, 6, 9. So I have 5.9096, okay, times 10 to the 9th power. So based off of what we know, yeah, I'm writing it there because I can't read the question and everything at the same time. What we want to know is, see, and then you can't see anything. How do I convert either 10 to the 7th power or 10 to the 9th to look alike? Does anybody know? No, no, we're on part B. So the first three added together. Okay, so the first three added together are the distance of Mercury, Venus, and Earth. So if I had, let me put the drawing up. So if I had Mercury plus Venus, those are planets, plus Earth. If I added all three of those distances, and does that equal, is it greater than or is it less than the distance of Neptune to the sun? So when you look at these numbers like this, is 10 to the 7th going to be a bigger number or a smaller number than something that's 10 to the 9th? Think, Nadia, if I added a bunch of zeros, think about this number. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or which number is bigger? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Such a good job at drawing. 9. What, Neptune? Ashley, Neptune. It is less than. So this distance is less than, let me erase. Oops. And I can't undo. Oh, wait, maybe I can. There we go. So this distance here is less than the distance of Neptune. So that right there is the answer for B. So you're going to have to write that down before I slide back down to get to C. You got it, Kaya. So all that is B. I'm going to give you guys about another minute. I know, Zathan, you know I can't draw. Well, yeah, Ellie, at first, if the powers were different, then you can do that. If the powers are the same, then you're going to actually look at the numbers. There you go, Ashley. At least you can read it. All right, does anybody need more time to write this down? Okay, Ethan, let me know when you're done. Hayden, I'm with you. We don't know yet, Ashley. Anna, you're supposed to be taking notes on everything I do because that's what you're turning in. I'm with you, Zathan. Trust me, we all prefer school over this too. Okay, does anybody need more time? Oh, we know I could never be a Disney actor. All right, so let's go ahead and do C now. So I'm going to erase this. Okay, so now C says, if Earth were 10 times bigger than, or 10 times further away from the sun than it is now. So they're asking, what would happen if I made this 10 times? Okay, stop or I'm going to kick you out of the room. That's the last warning. Because this is really getting obnoxious. All right, so let's look at Earth. If I want to multiply that number by 10, I would get 1,49600. Oh, forgot a comma. 496, comma, 123, comma, 123. Okay, I want you guys to go ahead and put that number right now into scientific notation. We're on to C. Come on, guys, put this in scientific notation. Yep, times 10 to the what power, Zathan? Ah, watch, because remember, Aiden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 1.496 times 10 to the, ninth power. Good job, guys. You're doing really good. I want you to take a look at this, and I'm actually going to move it. And you are comparing it right now and seeing where would it be closest to. So think about this. Is it going to be closest to these ones that were 10 to the 8th? Or do I need to look at these 10 to the 9th? Good, Andrew. Good, guys. Yes, I say the same thing. It looks like it's closest to Saturn. So that is it. Now, the next part of the question, though, asks, what is the difference? How far apart would they be? So let's look at it in scientific notation. So let me put my text box back up. So Saturn is 1.423. So believe it or not, this would be further away. So I'm going to put that number first, 1.496 times 10 to the 9th. Oops. And I'm going to subtract, and Saturn in scientific notation, which you guys already did, times 10 to the 9th. So since I have the same 10 to the ninths, all I have to do is subtract the two numbers. And some of you will find it easier just to stack them like this. And that's okay. Because see, now you can see it a little bit better spread out. So if I put my 0 in here, it'll hold my place value. And I can just subtract those two numbers. Does anybody want to take a shot at it and think they got it right? While I get my calculator out. You guys, some of you are close. Some of you got it right. According to the calculator, it is 0.0724. And then don't forget, you bring down the 10 to the 9th. You guys are close. Now, here's my question to you. Is this written in scientific notation? Well, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Oh, I see some no's. The no's are correct. Because remember, Miss Sharkey said that the decimal had to be in between numbers like this. So the 7 has to be to the left of the decimal. So if I'm going to convert it, I would go 7.24, and then I have times 10 to the, well, let's think. If my number got bigger going to the left, do you think it would get smaller if I have to move my decimal to the right? Oh, perfect, Andrew. I love that answer. Yes, it would. So I'm going to move this decimal 1, 2 places to the right. So that means I take the 9 minus 2. So those of you that wanted to see the work, you can see it there. Make this bigger. Oops. It is to the 7th. Okay, I'm about ready to make you guys do the last problem on your own. Just so you know, when I end this, I will get a report of everybody that's doodling on the screen. It makes it so some people really can't read. Oops. Sage knows it. Okay, I'm going to give you guys about another minute to finish writing this down. Oh, Ashley, because you know it's true. It's funny because it's true. There's just on D, Ellie, and then we're done. Okay, does anybody need more time? Oh, I love Sage's name. I'm with you, Matt. Sometimes I'm distracted reading the comments. All right, this is going to go away. And then let's take a look at D, and then we're done. The space shuttle travels around 28,000 kilometers per hour. Using that information, estimate how many hours it will take the shuttle to reach Saturn from Earth. Show your work. So from Earth to Saturn, I will give you this information because you could have Googled it, but that's okay, is 274,000. Nope, I lied. More than that. Keep her going. More zeros. Kilometers. Okay? So 1,274,000,000 kilometers. That's how far. And it wants to know how many kilometers. So I have 28,000. How many times does that, oops, forgot one, go into the top number? So you can divide. I'm going to tell you it's a big number. See if your phones will do it. 1, 2, 7, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oops. 2, 3. Yep. If you turn your phone sideways, those of you with an Apple phone, you have enough space to divide. And I get it will take 45,500 hours. Now, not only did they want you to do that, they want you to put those hours in scientific notation. I want you to go ahead and put that in scientific notation right now for me. And then when we're done, I actually want to see how many days that would take. Whew. That is a lot of hours. It winds up being over 5 years. Ashley, no, it's division. You got this, Jackson. So remember, it's 4.55 times 10 to the what power? Perfect. 4th power. So it will take that many hours. And I went ahead and I divided 45,500 by 24 and then by 365. And I get that that is 5.19 years. So that's a lot of traveling. So make sure you have that. And then you're going to make sure that you submit all of the notes that we just did under this assignment. It was 5 point something, and my phone just closed. Oops. 45500. Oops. Yeah, 5.9 something something yada yada. Divided by 24. So that's 1,895 days. Now almost 96 divided by 365. 5.19. 5.19 years, Emily. Okay, so when you guys are done, let me see. Does anybody still need this part? All right, so this is gonna go away as soon as I can find my, okay, I have to move things. The assignment is 1.07. Okay, so then you're gonna go to assignments. Let Ms. Sharkey get to, oh no, I stopped screen sharing. Let's try that again. Screen share. So if you need to know how to submit this, you need to wait, otherwise you are done. So here you go, we are here. And so you go to your dashboard. You're gonna click on the course. And then this is the announcements for those of you guys that don't know where announcements are. So I'm gonna do it in student view. So this is what you guys will see when you click in. So you should be paying attention to these announcements because it tells you when these Zooms are. Those of you that were late, you need to get the beginning with Miss Balsh at 5:30. Now, you're going to go to your modules. And this was 1.07, which is in week 4. So that means now all you have is one assignment to get done next week. And since so many of you came, I am going to do this again for the next activity that's coming up. And I will post that date again like we did this time. So you'll click on this assignment. And you're going to click the word submit assignment. And then here, you're going to click submit. Oh, you have to agree. Oh, first you have to choose your file. So you would have either taken a picture, had it on your computer. You could do this from your phones. And then you would select whatever you're submitting. So it's this assignment. You open it, and then you would submit it. Bree, it's okay to leave if you're done. It's actually going to kick us all out in about 2 minutes, if that. Because we only get it for the room for an hour. So if you have any other questions, just let us know. It is a lot easier if you do it from the phone, Ellie. A lot easier. You guys, my kids are used to this. So's Newman's. Bye, guys. Love you, Sage. Love you guys. We miss you. Bye, guys. We miss you. You're very welcome, Manny. You're very welcome, Ashley. Don't forget, we'll do this again. So I know you guys found it helpful. You're welcome, Chris. You're welcome, Kaya. Aw, welcome, Ariana. Yes, Ashley, I will do it again like I did this time. Oh, I love seeing that everybody's starting to turn the work in already.
My phone is blowing up.
I know. I love it. Okay, I'm going to log it out now. You're welcome, guys. We hope to see you soon, too.
Bye.